Day 3 of the PAC Elective Conference is well underway here in Gqeberha, a very crucial day for this Congress as it is the voting day. Independent Electoral is on the premises at the moment setting up the voting stations, and then the masses and the numbers of the PAC delegates will come in, give their nominations, and then obviously proceed to voting. It has been a very, very interesting few days. The conference did start on Thursday, and as we understand, there is a lot of factionalism that is happening within the PAC, a lot of infighting, but the president yesterday did mention that they called this conference to unite the members of the PAC under one leader and to stabilize the party. I'm joined now by SG of the party to just let us know. SG, thanks again for your time. How has the past 3 days been going for the party?
They've been very exciting. The spirit is high. Our members are meeting after a very long time. Remember, we only have Congress of this nature once in every 3 years. So it's a very vibrant atmosphere, but at the same time very exciting.
As I mentioned, President Nyonso of the party mentioned yesterday in his speech how important it is that we use this conference to unify the delegates, to move forward as one party, under one leadership, under one vision. Has that been resonating with these delegates?
It has been resonating with delegates, and it is not only resonating at this session. We've had our share of challenges in the past, and that belongs there in the past. Now we are moving forward, hence our theme for this Congress, which is continuity, stability and growth. It means exactly that we want to see this party growing, we want this party stabilized, we want this party to continue so that we maintain institutional memory, and we are achieving all of that. Today, we will also be going to commissions after the elections. In the commissions, we are going to look into the land policy and make sure that it resonates within the department that we are leading, understanding that we are part of government of national unity. So we can't necessarily impose our policies on government, but we want to shape them, we want to be influential, so we are developing those policies. Not only that, we'll also be looking at policy on education. We know that how important is education for young people out there, for their future, for the future of the country. We're also looking at the economic policy, and our members will reflect and do necessary review of our current economic policy as an organization.
Speaking about these policies, especially the land policy, you told me earlier this week that you guys are looking to amend your constitution, a constitution that hasn't been touched since the year 2000. Have some ideas, some topics have they come out of this conference as yet?
Yes, we're not necessarily touching on the core principles of the Constitution or the objective or what the PAC was set up for, but the structural arrangement, that's what we are looking at. For instance, if you are to have elections every other 3 years, you don't rest because in between there's a national and local government elections. You are also faced with your own internal processes, as it is happening now. Next year there's elections. We have been preparing this year for our own elections instead of focusing on preparing for local government next year. So we are looking at changing the term of office for the NEC to 5 years, applies across even to lower structures, the provinces and the regions, and also making sure that everyone knows what are the roles and responsibilities as you take up positions, because it has been a bit vague as to what are the responsibilities of the leadership. So those are the areas that we will be touching on.
Speaking of local government elections, it's about a year away. I understand that the PAC's footprint, especially here in Nelson Mandela Bay, has grown substantially. You guys have a footprint in all of our wards. Do you see similar patterns happening throughout the country?
It is definitely happening throughout the country. We are currently represented in all metros, but only 2 metros, and we want to increase that to mean that we must be represented in all metropolitan councils. We also must be represented in the majority of municipal councils. As I said on Friday, currently we are part of Government of National Unity in several local municipalities. And we are doing that to demonstrate to South Africans that we are capable of running a government. In instances where we are running a department, our representatives have done exceptionally well. And typical example is here in Gqeberha, where we are represented by Councillor Basi Kamani. He was the MMC for Sports, Arts and Recreation. He did exceptionally well. Currently, he's leading economic development. He's doing exceptional. That does not only end here. In Johannesburg, it's the same. In Mfuleni, we are also doing the same. So wherever we are part of government, we want to demonstrate to the communities out there that the PAC is capable of governing.
SG, thank you so much. That's just the PAC telling us how they're using this conference to unite the party, to unite the delegates going forward. We know next year is local government elections. We heard SG now say how their footprint is growing. But a turning point this conference is to unite the factions within this party.